Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the...
Oh, God. Welcome to Snobcast, everybody.
Oh, we're recording, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
We're recording.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We're recording right now.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Oh, my God.
Welcome to episode 204?
203.
203. Listen, guys, we're very, very sorry. Last week, we had a bit of a mishap with our episode that we recorded with the very, very funny Jeffrey Applebaum.
They'll never know how funny
They'll never
he is.
know how funny he is or how great his storytelling is.
Man.
But we promise to have Jeff back on very soon. So without further ado, welcome to this brand new episode. Spanking new, sounded amazing episode of Snobcast.
Yeah, we sound good.
Could you tell us why that is?
Listen, Tom, Chef Tom is here. Hype Man Steve is here. But Steve, before you talk, which is not very often... Chef Tom, please tell us as to why we sound so crystal clear and why we should record all our episodes.
Yeah, we're gonna restart everything from the beginning. No, we sound good because I finally read the instruction manual to this unit, so I think we sound great.
I think what happened is we got very excited.
I did.
And
We recorded prematurely.
Yeah, it was.
I guess that's what you could say.
I guess that's what.
It sounded bad last week. You guys sounded really bad last week.
Again, we're very sorry for the Netherlands.
Yeah.
It's the Netherlands, right?
The Netherlands, yeah.
Yes.
And the
always.
people in the UK were very sorry.
Yeah. We have people from the UK.
I believe so.
Oh,
is
man.
that not it, Steve?
How do you-
We did, yeah.
We did. I love that. We did.
How do you say hi in English?
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Hello.
Or is that Australian? I don't know.
Well, I guess, you know.
I think in Australian it would be like, what does fire sound like? I'm sorry, guys. I know. It's a cheap one.
Even I think that's a cheap shot.
Oh my God. Shit. I'm sorry about
It's,
that. I didn't mean it. Nobody come after me. I had to run
10
in.
10 years down the line.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
We
We already
asshole.
knew that, man.
Yeah, we already knew that. Did you guys see what happened on my Facebook, by the way?
Oh my
My
God.
God.
Did you read the whole comments? Did you read all the comments? So Tom, please.
So
what happened this weekend, Tom?
Oh my God, this weekend was a blur, guys. I wasn't home all weekend. I was like out every night since Friday. It was hadn't done that in a while. But
Because you're getting old. Your birthday is in 2 days.
yeah.
Actually, your birthday is tomorrow.
Actually, my birthday is
Yeah.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
To turn 30, Thomas.
I mean, it's whatever.
But you're still a child at heart.
I am.
Yeah.
I've never stopped growing past 12.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But please tell us more about this Facebook feud,
Oh my God, guys!
which is the best place to have a feud.
Honestly, like the internet's such a horrible place to voice your opinion because you're just gonna get into an argument, and arguments on the internet don't get solved. Like nobody's gonna win, nobody's gonna give in, and nobody's gonna win. Like what happened was that I commented on that whole. Did you guys hear about the protest at Joe Beef?
Yes.
Yeah.
So like a bunch of animal cruelty activists went in. And
While people were eating.
And made a mess. I don't know if you guys ever tried to get a reservation at Joe Beef, but there's a fucking wait period
Yes,
because
a
that
wait
place
period.
is like
It's one of the top restaurants in Montreal
Yeah.
and in North America.
yeah. So the guy is there. Like, what do you want them to do? You know, like they're cooking. They go and get their food, their meats from sustainably farmed sources.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they're getting it from like mass farming.
Did they like fuck up their meat or something? Did they like fuck something up?
No,
Or
they
just
just
there being annoying.
They just went in there.
They walked
started
in,
making-
dude.
They walked
Did
in.
you watch the video? They walked in.
They walked in. There was like
to
a
the
group-
restaurant. People were eating.
Yeah, a group of
With
people.
like their protest signs and bullshit.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
were.
Yeah, but see why that's bullshit is if you're gonna do it at Joe Beef, you want to make all that noise. So then do the rest of the restaurants on the strip.
But
then.
it's not only that.
But you didn't because you just wanted the
Yeah, well,
be on
because
TV.
Joe Beef is meat heavy, but they don't, like
there's
this
a lot
girl-
of meat heavy places in Montreal.
Yeah, but like I started getting into an argument with this girl on
Who shall remain nameless.
who shall remain nameless, honestly, but
'Cause she's a bitch anyway.
she's also blocked, so who
Yeah.
cares?
You blocked her?
Yeah, I blocked her. I
Good.
couldn't take it anymore.
And a lot of people got involved.
Yeah, a lot of people
friends-
got behind me because like
I liked your comments.
I felt like honestly I felt like I was arguing with Donald Trump. She's probably like extremely liberal, but felt like I was talking to Donald Trump because it's like, it was her way or no way. You couldn't see it any other way.
And she was bitchy about it.
Dude, she kept at one point she became like insulting,
Yeah.
and like I was trying to remain civil because like I always
Who's that Tom guy? Is it Tom?
Tommy Lumia. Shout out to Tommy.
Who is that?
Lumia,
This guy's
man.
like showing his pecs and shit.
Yeah, I
and,
know.
And like a
He's
rare
big
steak.
on keto. He's big. He's big on keto, man. He's big on keto, and that's like I actually reached out to him, and I'm like, dude, listen, like I know some stuff, but I'm like, I know him. He's been like really big on this issue, so I'm like, dude, what's going on? You see what's going on Facebook? Like, do you have an opinion on this? So he went and he hit with
he
some
like
good
facts, like facts and shit. Yeah,
and she had like quote unquote facts too. Like she probably did her research too. But honestly, like you can't tell people like don't no, you shouldn't eat meat because it's it's bad for the environment.
100%.
We're gonna eat meat.
I'll eat what the fuck I want.
No, but nobody's gonna. You're not gonna get people to stop eating meat for the environment. The problem is that you have to have a good balance. Like. Okay, fine. You want to go pick it. I understand animal cruelty and all that shit. You ever seen a slaughterhouse, Steve?
No.
Surprisingly, he's very cultured. He's never seen a slaughterhouse.
You never online. You never
I've
see
never
like, what
seen
it
one
looks like.
either.
It's horrible.
Well, I
It's-
can imagine.
It's
yeah.
literally horrible. But you want to go pick it about that shit. Go pick it in front of McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or a slaughterhouse.
Yeah, or a slaughterhouse, or government offices, or like La Belle Province. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
no,
hot
but
dogs.
seriously, go to like a hot dog stand where they get their hot dogs from literally wherever the fuck. Don't go to some place that buys them off a farm where the pigs are like skipping and their shit is being used to fertilize the earth and the farmer doesn't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the
what
best
ticked me
part
off.
about the story is that no one's gonna stop going to Joe Beef.
No one's gonna stop going to Joe Beef.
Joe Beef
guys.
is not going out of business.
It's just that imagine if you waited all that time to get in and this
That
fucking
bullshit
shit
happened.
You don't see fucking meat eaters going in to fucking to Panthère Verte and starting to throw slabs of bacon around saying, "Oh, stop eating all the carrots. You're killing the earth."
So, but I didn't. The one thing I didn't catch in that video that you sent me was did Joe Beef push them out, or did they just leave?
I
Because
actually-
the owner or one of the maitre d's or something was at the door filming, right?
Yeah. But I didn't see like past like what happened. in that
It's
video.
like an 8-minute video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know like if it would have been me, honestly, I would have fucking locked the doors and I would have called the cops. I would have been
I would have definitely called the police.
It's an illegal
Yeah.
protest. I would have kept everybody there and everybody would have gotten arrested.
Especially the way they rammed into the restaurant was just like so abrasive.
Yeah.
And just like I would have thought this was like a fucking terrorist attack or
Yeah.
something. Like the way they walked into the
Well, that's
building.
the thing. Who's going to agree with them when they're just trying to shove it down your throat?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep eating my lobster fucking
Yeah.
spaghetti or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
my steak, my rabbit.
Yeah, like it also takes a lot of energy to grow vegetables. There's some vegetables that per calorie, it takes more energy to grow that vegetable than to actually like grow a chicken.
So who would you say won that argument between you and this unnamed bitch?
Honestly, like and you know what? They came out of nowhere because she didn't seem like the type of person that would be like that.
Did she go to high school with you? I didn't know her.
Yeah, she went to high school with me.
Imagine that.
But I didn't think she was gonna be the type of person to like. I'm not saying that like. Obviously, when I wrote my thing, I was like, I didn't say I fucking hate vegans because you want to be vegan, be vegan. You want to be vegetarian,
Go
be
do what you
vegetarian.
gotta do. Live your life.
I hate.
Yeah.
I hate having it thrown in my face.
yeah, I agree.
I hate having it thrown in, and it went from being that specific issue to being like, in general, how can we save the world? That's not what I'm talking about.
You know, we have a friend at our office who's vegan, and well, I'm not gonna name his name.
Oh, okay. No.
But-
well,
but he doesn't throw it in our face.
Well, he's more.
He's a
likes
veg.
cheese,
Yes,
yeah.
but his girlfriend is ultra
she's
vegan,
vegan. Yeah.
and like she
But
doesn't
either
like
of them.
she doesn't like.
No.
Oh yeah, you need to do this.
No.
Like no, she
You wanna-
does what she wants
exactly.
to do.
You want to do it, do it. You want to,
And he supports her, so he's like somewhat because he still eats cheese. I think.
Do you
right?
want-
He loves cheese.
Yeah,
Do you want to be you? Be you.
that's the
And-
message for this week.
Yeah, and be yourself by yourself.
Yeah, like imagine the whole world was like, say me for example. That would fucking suck.
I can't picture you not eating meat. I can't picture you
I
not eating
couldn't.
meat. I don't even know what you look like without meat.
That kind of sums it up.
You know? You know what I mean?
But if you don't want to eat meat, that's cool.
Wait,
You know.
guys. Anyways, like this whole fucking.
So
thing.
that was your weekend.
That
My
was my
weekend, Steve. I mean, you know, I was gonna mention the comedy show, but I don't want to. I want
I
to talk
was
about
there.
you first.
Oh well, I mean, this is
Good weekend, not a bad weekend.
Oh, it was chill, you know.
Got
I got to actually, I was talking to Tommy about this before. In light of having watched The Witcher, I obviously bought The Witcher 3.
Oh yes, great game.
And I played that for a lot of the weekend.
Is it very Game of Thrones?
No, not at all.
No, but the thing is that he fucking the show like
You watched it,
Geralt
Tom?
in the show and
Oh, yeah.
Geralt in the game. It's like it's close.
Yeah,
It's very close.
You watched it,
Yeah.
Tom?
Oh yeah, I watched like 3 episodes and like I'm down.
I really like
It's
it.
really
I,
good.
I
It
really
got me
And I didn't
reviews.
like Game of Thrones. Like
Yeah,
I'm not into that, but like I'm definitely into The Witcher.
Oh yeah, no, they're completely different. I
Yeah.
mean, The Witcher is like total fantasy,
Yeah, yeah,
et cetera, et cetera.
So I
But
wouldn't
it's-
like it essentially.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like it, but I don't. I really enjoyed it. If you like that kind of stuff, you'll enjoy it. It's very well done.
You're the
rec-
type of guy that doesn't like breakfast at Tiffany's. You know what I mean?
You talking about Steve?
No, you.
No, I like Breakfast at Tiffany's.
No,
It's
yeah.
it's romantic comedy.
I remember you told me no.
I never said that.
It's a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Wow. You've never even seen Breakfast at
I have
Tiffany's.
seen Breakfast at Tiffany's. I just never found it funny.
I guess then you don't like the movie, not me.
I like the movie. I didn't
What
think
the
it was
fuck?
like. I didn't think it was like a modern, like a modern rom com.
No, because it's from the '60s, bro.
I know, but that's
Oh,
why
I thought it was.
they
Not
should.
the song.
Honestly,
No,
that's the kind of movie that
uh,
they should redo.
No, they shouldn't.
No,
They
could
should.
we stop remaking fucking
Why?
movies?
We have good CG now.
No,
No, we don't.
no,
No,
yes,
we
we
don't.
do.
Okay.
No, move. Okay, I'll give you a
Yes.
great
Please,
example.
please,
okay.
please.
Oh my god.
So I was going to mention this later in the episode, but we'll do it now. We'll do it live.
Live.
Like Steve said.
Live.
I went to see Bad Boys for Life, which I enjoyed.
Did they write it Bad Boys for Life?
No, because they can't do that because it's the third one, right? So imagine
Oh.
it would have been a great fourth installment of
Yeah.
Bad Boys for
Yeah.
Life, you know. But
Yeah.
it's also in 1994.
Okay.
The thing is, I went to see it and I enjoyed it. I did not. There's so much CGI.
Oh, why?
Like I miss when movies were
Stunt actors.
People were actually getting hurt. People were getting blown up.
I'm
Like,
joking, by the way. Like, I'm not down for this. I know the CG does suck. Like, I was just arguing.
There's a
arguments.
fight scene between Will Smith and this other dude, and as the camera pans into Will Smith, you could tell it's not Will Smith. It's a computer.
It's like The Matrix Reloaded. That fight scene.
But you could tell it's a computer.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but I enjoyed it because Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, the chemistry is still there.
Yeah.
So it was really good. And the action, it was nonstop. The action was nonstop. But when it was too much action, the CGI was everywhere, and I was just like, what the fuck?
You
is
were
on?
going around and you were like,
But I still enjoyed it.
This isn't gonna happen.
yeah, I know.
Look, here's my example because I think
Please.
it frames it really nice.
Yeah.
If you took Jurassic Park, okay, and
Yeah.
you changed all the dinosaurs and shit from CGI like of today, forget fucking in the
And
90s.
you do them animatronics.
No, if you did the CGI
Yeah.
today versus what they did back
Yeah.
then, if they did CGI, it would have sucked. The movie.
Yeah, for sure.
The animatronics made it look.
And
real,
you know
like
what's
it was
weird
real.
about movies like that is that
Yeah.
they still look great.
Yeah,
And you know
exactly.
what the
Yeah.
thing is that they're actually cheaper to make. Because the
Exactly.
CG is where all the budget goes.
But who wants to build a dinosaur?
I want to build a fucking dinosaur.
I'd be down.
Too fucking bad.
Yeah.
But it's movies like that. Movies like I watched over the weekend. Jesus Christ! I went to see.
Oh
the-
shit! Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah, I went to see Doolittle with Robert Downey Jr.
was that good,
It was
or-
horrible.
Oh,
That
man.
also all CGI. The animals are all CGI'd, and I came home and I was like, shit. You know what was a really good movie? Doctor Doolittle with Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah.
So I watched that, and even though the animals speak,
looks better.
It looks so much better
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
that shit $175 million movie that Robert Downey Jr. made.
Oh my god.
And I love Robert. I love RDJ.
I can't believe
He's
he made
just-
100. Robert Downey Jr. cost him 150 million. I can't believe that.
That movie's gonna tank at the box office,
But you know what?
It's gonna tank.
I don't get.
just like Cats, which I tried to
Is
watch.
it
the
really
other night.
worth
God.
putting out something that looks like shit so you can pump out more movies because it's probably maybe
They're
faster
definitely not
than
making.
building
A,
that?
they're not making a sequel.
Look
to
at
that movie.
Gemini.
No,
Man.
but in general, I mean,
Gemini Man was another one.
Gemini Man was horrible. Did
Will
you see that
Smith.
movie?
I didn't see it now.
That's fucking horrible.
But Ang Lee directed that,
Well, I don't
yeah,
know what to tell
well,
and it made. I think it made just the amount of money
Oh,
to
God.
just because it had double Will Smith. You know.
you. Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean,
The young Will Smith didn't even look good.
No, at all.
Because you know what young Will Smith looks like.
Yeah,
Like
looks
I
like
still
Fresh
watch
Prince.
Fresh Prince,
Yeah.
and he literally looked like, I don't know. It was more like you see him and you're like, oh my god, did they like? It's like when you use the Snapchat filter to put someone else's face, and they put like a young Bill Cosby on him.
Oh,
I felt like it
Almost,
was like
yeah.
that. It was weird.
The thing too is
You try to picture it.
no, I'm gonna mention something embarrassing. So on the famous stick that I own,
Yeah.
Cats is on.
Oh, God.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna attempt. Guys, I made it like 5 minutes into the movie, and I said I can't fucking do this.
No.
I'm telling you,
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they not improve Cats before they sent it back out?
how would I know?
What?
No, because
It still looked
did you
like
hear a
shit.
story? I know they
yes,
changed.
yeah, they pulled it out and they
Okay, because
put
I
a
know
new-
they changed
a
it
newer
for
version.
Sonic,
Oh
how it's
my
supposed to look.
God.
So I was wondering if you saw like this.
And that happened a week after it was released. They pulled out the movie that was released and they sent in a new one.
Wow.
I don't know what version this was, but I watched 5 minutes of it and I was so confused as to what was going on and so disturbed by what I was seeing.
Yeah,
5 minutes.
They
I was
look like shit. Did they look like shit?
it looked like shit.
Well, I've seen stills. It looks horrible.
So I don't understand. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, movies of the week for picks of the week. I would definitely suggest. I went to see a great movie called Just Mercy with Jamie Foxx and Michael B. Jordan. Fantastic movie.
I had a question because it did look really good, but my question was, can a movie like that be done? I think it's PG-13
Yeah, I mean, it's
because
there's yeah.
no, because I mean the subject's heavy, so I would I wouldn't.
But
want
I
to,
mean,
like,
it's-
dumb
it's-
it down.
it's supposed
Not dumb
to-
it down, but
It's supposed to get the maximum amount of exposure for teens and whatever, but it's really, really good. Like it's super moving. Like so, I walked out of there and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like I'm emotionally drained. You know?
What? I just thought of something. Sorry to
No,
bring it
I'm
back
done.
to what you said about the like how the old movies were. You'd rather watch old effects than new
Animatronic,
CGI.
whatever, yeah.
You know which movie I really loved the way it looked and the effects were funny and like cool? Fucking Hook.
Yeah, you mentioned that movie a lot.
yeah,
I really like. I found
Like,
that
way
movie
too
was
much.
really good.
No, like you're one of the people that like that movie a lot.
Yeah.
It's a mix. No, I'm not saying I don't like it. I think my only thing with Hook is that it's really long.
Yeah, it is really long.
But and it's not Spielberg's best.
No,
Like-
but
But it's a good movie.
It's-
But I see what you mean.
it's
It's same
fucking-
thing like E.T. Like E.T. looks great.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
guy, animatronic again, looks
Yeah.
great. They did. I saw recently on Snob Media someone that I follow.
Yeah.
He posted a picture of yoga animatronic. Yoda. Sorry, Yoda animatronic and the CGI Yoda.
More culture you must ingest.
And he looked so much better as an animatronic than he did as a CGI character.
yeah.
So like things are just so fucking weird. And if you want to chime in, you can
'cause-
send us an email at snobcastpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We want to hear what you gotta
Or
you gotta
even
say.
hit us up on Instagram or whatever.
Snob Media, Chef Thomas Di Donato, Jesus,
Jeez.
and at Palstev.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm sorry, guys.
But yeah, no, I find that the CGI, it's not.
It's too much.
Yeah,
It's way too much.
they can't make it look realistic. It always
No.
looks a little bit too fake.
I was watching Doolittle and I was like, what the fuck?
The only time I find that I watched a CG movie and I was like blown away was when I watched Avatar.
Yeah, but see,
Yes,
the
okay.
movie has to be entirely CGI.
Entirely CGI.
Avatar, Final Fantasy Spirits Within.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Final
were-
Fantasy Spirits
yeah,
Within
that
was
was
sick.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
also, you
Crazy.
put
Yeah.
CGI in the hands of like James Cameron, and it's gonna be gold, right? So
Yeah,
I mean, that's the other thing.
even
too.
the
It
first
depends.
Transformers movie to me was like
the
mind
first
blowing.
one, yes,
Yeah.
but I stopped watching
Oh
after
yeah,
the second
yeah.
one.
But the first one was.
But the first one,
incredible.
yeah, I remember watching it. and I was like, "Holy shit! Did you not think that, Steve?"
The first.
I think I've seen parts of
Okay.
any of them. I don't know.
But I
if
thought
I've seen the
I'm
first.
surprised you didn't watch that. I thought you would be a Transformers.
least the
I
first
like
one.
I like Transformers being cartoons. I don't.
Okay,
like,
gotcha.
But the first one was like the one that did it. The other ones were just like now it's like a cash grab.
Well, yeah, when they transitioned to Mark Wahlberg, that
Yeah,
was the whole
yeah.
when Shia LaBeouf had a meltdown and they got rid of Megan Fox.
It's too bad because now Shia LaBeouf's like normal.
He's
and,
great
and chill.
I mentioned, I think, on the
Yeah.
podcast a few
Yeah.
episodes ago, Peanut Butter Falcon,
Yeah.
great movie.
Also, like guys, bringing it back to the first one that made all of this possible. Shout out to Shia LaBeouf.
Let's
Shout
big
out to
shout
Shia
out
LaBeouf.
from
Shout out to Shia
his
LaBeouf.
fan, the Snobs.
Yeah. I
Um,
hope I hope his life is just you know what I mean.
Is it true that that they want to petition Keanu Reeves to be in Mortal Kombat or something?
Yeah. There's like a petition going around. They're sending it to I think it's NetherRealm Studios and all that. They want to add Keanu Reeves as a character. in
Yeah, I
Mortal
mean,
Kombat 11.
In the
Things like-
game or the movie?
in the game.
Okay.
yeah,
in the
because
game.
games, they'll have like kind of like secret funny characters.
Yeah.
They
I
want
guess
Keanu.
people want, but I think they want like specifically like John Wick,
I don't know if it was John Wick.
because you can't just have Keanu Reeves.
Or,
You can have John Wick.
No, yeah, I think they just have a button that each time there's one of the telephone booths from Bill and Ted that shows up, and a different Keanu character comes out. Whoa! Imagine, Bill and Ted, hey,
John Wick, Speed.
Oh, Keanu Reeves in Speed. Fuck.
Yeah, Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves in Speed.
Yeah.
He's just in SWAT gear and
Yeah,
like
it's
shaved
like-
head.
That's nuts.
yeah.
that's nuts.
Imagine that would be cool. I'd play as Keanu Reeves all the time.
Oh,
Who's
for
gonna win?
sure.
Steve would definitely.
I would play as Keanu Reeves.
But we always said that after, because we've seen most of the John Wick movies together, right?
Yeah.
And we always said, imagine that as a video game.
Oh my god,
Oh,
it would
yeah.
be crazy.
I don't think that they can make it though. Like, it wouldn't be possible to make. I feel
Well,
he does.
I
too
would even
many,
play that.
He does too many. If they
no,
would
because
make
you could
it,
do so much though. You could make like a build your own character free world. You go around the different continentals
have
of
to-
the
yeah, it does
world.
have to-
I wouldn't
Like-
even get anything done.
You think I haven't thought of this?
All they have to do is make a mod for GTA, honestly, and make
Yeah.
you able to do that.
Yeah,
and it could be a
basically.
game by itself. Just walk around town and kill people like John Wick.
Oh man.
And every time you pass by a random person, like a cop or like a street performer that's like incognito, it's just, hey, how's it going, John?
Hey, John.
Hey, John. Be seeing you, John.
John Wick.
You know?
You working again?
Yeah, that's some great lines have come out
Yeah.
of that movie.
No,
honestly.
like shout out to the creators of John Wick.
Shout out to
it was
John
a great
Wick.
story they put together. A great world.
Honestly, and whoever did the stunt work, Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves, like
Yeah.
did a lot of his own stunts, but whoever did the action sequences, the coordination, and honestly, the way it's shot
Yeah.
is just stunning.
Oh my god, stunning action sequence. Atomic Blonde.
Oh,
Charlie Theron's fight in the fucking stairwell.
All one take.
What? All one take.
all
What
one
the
take.
fuck?
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was
she's a great
Yes.
action
Yeah.
actress.
She was like the embodiment of a badass.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
That was a great movie.
Yeah.
It really was.
Just not to put a Debbie Downer on the episode or
Yeah.
anything, but I mean, the world and
We have to address it.
yeah,
Yeah.
the sports world lost a big a giant
Yeah.
yesterday.
Not only the
Not 2 days
sports
ago,
world.
actually. It feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I feel like everybody. I mean, Kobe Bryant, I feel, was just an all-around good guy.
Yeah.
So the snobs, we send our sincere condolences to the family
Yeah.
and the friends
Yeah.
of Kobe Bryant, and with that in mind, we launched a questionnaire on
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook about what are some of your all-time favorite movies featuring pro athletes, and I got some interesting
Yeah. Read them out for us.
answers. Yeah, Tom, do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go?
Yeah. Well, go if you have them already. Go for it. I'm gonna.
Well,
go find
the
mine.
obvious one is definitely, MJ, Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Yeah.
You know,
a lot
yeah,
of
of
people
course.
said that. Yeah,
That's the obvious one, but it's a classic.
that was such a great.
I still watch that today, and I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's the opening. It's that like, come on and jam.
And welcome to the jam.
That it.
Come, na 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 na.
How long was that? That opening intro was
It's
like
as long
12
as
minutes.
it's as long as the movie.
yeah, yeah, it was crazy.
I got Space Jam a few times. I got very interesting one. I wish I remembered their name, but Vinnie Jones, who was a football soccer player, right?
Yes.
Football player.
Yeah.
In Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah,
So-
he was also in fucking Mean Machine.
Well, yeah, he was in a
Well, he
bunch
was
of
in-
movies.
yeah.
It's the UK version of The Longest Yard.
He was in Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh, of course he was.
Vinnie Jones, anyone wondering, played for Chelsea and Leeds amongst
Oh, thank you,
many
Steve.
other teams.
That's for you, Mr. Gallagher. Is it Chelsea? No, he's a Man City
he's
fan.
Man City,
Ah,
Man City.
shit, I'm sorry about that.
You tried.
Another one that I got is very cool. I didn't realize this, but Vinny Tedesco from Inside Joke 640 from Toronto. He wrote
Shout out.
He wrote Dumb and Dumber because apparently Cam Neely, who was like the best power forward in the NHL of that era, is in Dumb and Dumber.
Fucking laying down
Oh,
the
yeah.
culture.
Yeah. Someone wrote, "Does Bill Murray count as an athlete? If so, Space Jam." I would have said Caddyshack because it's a golf movie, but I guess. And then this person, again, I wish I remembered their name.
No offense. Just
This
there's a lot of
was my initial thought when I thought of pro athlete, even before Space Jam, was LeBron James was hilarious in a movie called Trainwreck.
You told me. I think you told me
It's
about
a Judd
it, that he
Apatow
was really
movie
good.
with Amy Schumer and Bill Hader. LeBron James plays himself.
Yeah, yeah.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. The other one that I thought was hilarious was
tell
from our good friend Damiano Fufaro,
Yeah.
Kazam.
Yeah, because Shaquille O'Neal.
With Shaquille O'Neal,
I
which
have that
made
one
like
too.
$0 million
That one, if you
at
add
the
that
box
one,
office.
if you add up the box office numbers of Kazam
Yeah.
and of Steel, you don't even get close to anything
Like
what
Gigli.
Michael Cimino made.
Oh my god.
You don't even get close to that.
So I mean,
Shout out.
Shout out
those,
to
are-
Michael
those are some
Cimino.
those are some good ones that I received. Tom, I know you launched in a few different areas. That
Yeah.
question.
I want to answer it.
Go for it.
What?
Sports movie.
Yeah, go ahead.
Remember the Titans.
Oh yeah, that was
I
a great
watched that 1,000 times as a kid. I think
Yeah.
it's still
one. I mean, you
very
can say,
moving and
you-
just heartwarming. You know,
just like
the Green Book.
remember when you
Oh yeah.
remember
Yeah.
when you told me you liked even the other football movie with the
Any
Rock,
Given
Gridiron Gang.
It was a Gridiron.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I never even watched it.
I'm just trying to convince Steve that he liked that.
Oh no, I didn't. I don't think I saw.
No, you didn't see that
Gridiron?
movie.
I saw Longest Yard.
No, I think as long as yours. The
Burt Reynolds
hilarious
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
The
But
Burt
the-
Reynolds one. Or the,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but that was hilarious because there's like like there's guaranteed like a couple of people that play football,
Right.
But like you have like what's his name Goldberg's in it.
Yeah,
You have like a pro wrestlers.
fucking
you know?
Goldberg, man.
The big guy, Turley, the guy that was smashing his head against.
Oh,
the
but
wall,
you
he's
guys are
also a
talking about the
wrestler.
Adam Sandler one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Burt-
is Burt Reynolds in that one as well?
Yeah,
also in it,
exactly.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't remember. I
Yeah.
meant the
Yeah.
OG Burt Reynolds in the
I
OG.
didn't
He
get
was
to
in
see
the
the
same
OG.
movie.
Yeah, he
Twice.
did the reboot.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You know what else he was in?
Yeah.
Like the OG version.
What?
I hope I'm getting this right. I think
Jesus Christ.
I'm
Scared.
Was he in
I meant to-
Deliverance?
you know what?
Wait, no, say it. Caught in
Was
60
it him
seconds?
who was in Rollerball?
No, that's James Caan.
James. Fuck, I knew it was one or the other.
I
They're
also
both prominent men.
I also
Yes.
got Carl Weathers, Rocky,
Oh.
Predator, Mandalorian. He was a football
it's
player.
true. Yeah.
So that one was interesting. Somebody wrote Ray Nitschke from The Longest Yard. Ray Nitschke from The Longest Yard. That one was, I don't even know what that is. The Naked Gun.
Oh, OJ.
Yeah, OJ. There was that one that was put. Oh, The Last Boy Scout, a movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme and some pro basketball player. I can't remember the name.
I think
right
it's
now.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, that's it.
Or
And
maybe-
Gina Carano and Deadpool.
Oh, she's UFC.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was her. A couple of Roger Murdoch from Airplane. Or no, My Name is Roger Murdoch. Whoever said that. Does Dwayne Johnson count? Yeah, he was a wrestler.
But like not any movie.
The Rocky 3, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan's in
Oh.
Rocky 3?
Yeah.
I didn't see Rocky.
Yeah,
so
he's
I
in.
wouldn't,
Yeah, he
mention.
was fighting. He was fighting him, and he was like hitting him with wrestling. Yeah, you don't like Rocky. You don't like any of Stallone's movies.
I don't.
What?
So-
Except for when he's on Big Mouth.
Okay, did you ever see? Did you ever see Get Carter?
Shut up,
That's
Steve.
what I thought.
Watch the Michael
Did
Caine
you ever
one.
see? Oh, I did. I have it.
Okay, so
Did you ever see Demolition Man?
I'm good.
Oh, Demolition
Oh,
Man is
yes.
great with a Wesley Snipes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I that and Tango and Cash.
Oh my god! Did you ever see fucking Cliffhanger?
yeah,
Oh.
quick cliffhanger, yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't see that, me and Steve gave each other like a Roman handshake.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that sounds dirty.
yeah.
Well, it's
It's
bonds
better
of
than
brotherhood.
it's better than a Dutch rudder.
That's true. I learned about that in Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith movie.
It was really funny.
That was
Yeah,
a really
so-
funny
yeah,
movie.
I liked it.
Hey, you know what time it is?
Oh,
I think it's sponsor time.
I think it is.
I think it is sponsor time.
And after our sponsor time, we have a very special segment for you this week.
Oh yes,
Yes.
exactly.
So stay tuned after the
Yeah,
sponsor.
stay tuned after the sponsors.
So,
Johnny's gonna
Forget we
bring that
mentioned
in.
Dutch rudders.
Oh jeez. Shit. Okay, Steve. Let me give you this, and you can.
You're
you
gonna
can
cue me up.
You're gonna be on with it here, Steve. You can introduce our sponsor.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Snobcast sponsor of the week.
You had me on the wrong episode, by the way.
No, sorry, no. Yeah, but read that one. I just
Oh,
I named
okay.
it
Little
wrong.
switcheroo?
Yeah, little switcheroo.
Oh, okay. Today's episode of Snobcast is brought to you by NBC's prime sitcom, West of Normal. It's one of those average New York City days. But for one man and his overachieving family, a change is in the air. Join Matthew Lillard as Marty Fletcher, Manhattan's best defense attorney, try to keep his sanity when his new neighbor, Alonzo Rain, played by the incomparable Kanye West, moves in next door. Can the Fletchers learn to live next to New York's biggest hip-hop producer, or will the 3 a.m. concerts be too much to bear? With Christina Ricci, Aubrey Plaza, and Emil Hirsch, it's Big Shot Attorney versus Dysfunctional Artist this spring on NBC.
Wow.
That actually sounds like something I'd watch.
It sounds like something
Yeah.
you would definitely create.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was considered for the role, but
Of
through the
Emil Hirsch?
podcast-
Or?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's he plays like the. Anyways,
I hear Sigourney Weaver.
I was up for it.
I hear Sigourney Weaver got passed up for it.
Oh, she was doing Avatar too, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the studio wouldn't let her do both. Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah, I know it is. You'd think they would.
What's the name of the show again?
The show is called West of Normal.
West of Normal.
Yeah.
Thank you to NBC and West of Normal.
Yeah.
I love wordplay like that.
Hey, you're welcome.
You get it?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
it. We got a very special guest who joined us over the phone earlier today, and his name is Jamie Kastner. He is a filmmaker from Toronto, and last year, excuse me, I had the honor of hosting the Montreal movie screening premiere of his documentary called "There Are No Fakes," which is about the largest art fraud scandal in Canadian history.
Oh shit.
I took Steve
Yes.
to the premiere, and Steve was very very much enjoyed it, but also was very much disturbed by the entire experience.
What happened?
Thunder Bay is a really fucked up place.
Okay.
What do you mean? It happened there?
Well, that's where it originated. So the
Yeah.
story is about Indigenous artist Norval Morrisseau. And apparently, so this ties in with Kevin Hearn. Kevin Hearn is one of the Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh, okay.
And he bought what he thought was a real Norval Morrisseau painting for like 50,000, or I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
I think
remember how
about
much it
that,
was, but
if I remember.
in the end, turned out that this was a fake the entire time. So Kevin Hearn sued the like art gallery,
The art
whatever,
gallery, yeah.
and then it's been almost 10 years
Holy shit.
that this has been going on.
For real.
But I think it was late last year.
Yeah.
He won the case.
Yeah.
So it changes the entire way Canadian art will be handled and all that. Kevin, besides like 10 years of like emotional damage and like whatever, they paid him $50,000 in damages. But it just goes to show, like, I don't even know. It's a crazy story. The way the movie is shot, the way that Jamie Kastner like shot the film, it's like a crime drama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and I mean, you think
yeah.
art forgery is going to be this whole like sexy thing, like on TV and
Like a
movies and
heist
shit.
film.
Yeah,
Like
but
Thomas
it
Crown
was,
Affair style
It was
stuff.
like really like fucked up and sad, you know.
Yeah, and Steve, like, I remember him leaving the screening, and he was like, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
Sorry to go on a tangent, but wasn't Sean Connery in like some sort of art heist movie?
Entrapment
With
Catherine
That's it.
Zeta-Jones.
Yes,
You're
that's
welcome.
Nice.
Yeah,
Aren't you glad I'm on this podcast?
yeah, that was a great movie.
So the movie is called There Are No Fakes, and we're speaking to Jamie Kastner right now.
Hello.
Hi, Johnny. It's
Hey.
Jamie.
Yes.
Hi. I
Hi.
didn't know if I was meant to call you back.
No, it was
so
good. I was
sorry
giving you
about
just a bit more leeway time in case you needed
that. Oh,
it.
thank you.
Good. So let's just kind of recap what we were talking about, just so that.
Sure.
Yeah. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. And
Perfect.
I mean, let me ask you this: Can we do this in about 10 minutes? Do you think, or do you need more time?
Oh yeah. No, 10 minutes is good.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry to be difficult today. It's
No worries at all.
stuff is.
It's all good. So I'm gonna
Okay,
redo.
thanks.
I'm gonna redo the intro, and then we'll just
Fine.
get it. We'll get on with it.
recap. Okay, I
Perfect.
understand. Okay, cool.
So super happy to be talking to Jamie Kastner today. He's the director of a fantastic documentary called "There Are No Fakes." It's about a Canadian art forgery ring, amongst other things. It's shot like a crime film. It's very gritty, and it's amazing. You can catch it on TiVo February 1st, also February 3rd and 5th at 9 p.m. And Jamie, thanks for taking the time to speak with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me, Johnny.
And so we spoke last July, and the last time we spoke, the hearing hadn't happened. But I mean, so Kevin Hearn of the Bare Naked Ladies won the case. So I mean, this basically changes how art will be sold in Canada. And apart from that, Kevin was also awarded $50,000 in damages. I mean, how do you feel about this whole thing going on?
Well, in fact, when the film originally came out at the last spring and then did its theatrical run when we spoke originally, he had just to clarify, it's a little niggling, but the trial had happened, and and he had lost the trial. I should say that technically speaking, it ended in a tie, which meant that it by default went to the other side. And this was a case over a painting which he had believed to be by the great Indigenous artist Norval Morrisseau, and wound up having grave doubts about its authenticity, suing over this, and this pulled open a whole can of worms that I got to, I guess, explore in great, sometimes comic, sometimes horrifying detail in the film. But the trial was sort of the loose framework for the film, and he did lose the trial, technically. What has happened since then is that he has appealed, and in a kind of sweeping decision, a three-judge panel reversed the original trial judge's ruling, and this has indeed sets new precedent for how art is sold in Canada. And requirements for authenticity, specifically, it hinged around issues of providing sound provenance for the painting, which is an account of like where the history of the painting, as it were, and previously had been viewed in legal terms as more detached from its authenticity, and now, due to a kind of bunch of dodgy, contradictory provenance statements that Kevin was provided for, and is part of setting this new legal precedent. So yeah, it's really exciting from a number of points of view. Certainly for people who have been fighting to expose these fakes for years and years, and often being ridiculed in the wilderness for doing so. And Kevin, has been on it for close to a decade, I believe. And often I understand appeal judges don't go out of their way to criticize trial judges. These ones did. They were quite critical of the trial judge, and even kind of scolding him for what had struck certainly Kevin and other people reading the original decision, for even kind of like cheap shot jokes that he made in his ruling, referring to Bare Naked Ladies songs like "If I Had $1 Million."
That's insane.
Completely inappropriate, as the appeal judges have agreed.
So, I mean, like, you've been fighting this for 10 years. I mean, that must take a lot out of a person. And I mean... It really does. Kevin, we sat beside one another at a screening the other night, and I realized that it's always difficult, an odd experience, I guess, to watch yourself in a film. But I mean, I can see that Kevin kind of relives this to some degree every time he sees it. It's both kind of like vindication and a somewhat painful reliving of the whole thing. Although he certainly is happier now that there's this that we've changed the ending for the TV Ontario screening, which, as you mentioned, is February 1st at 9 p.m. And rerunning a couple of times. We've changed the ending to reflect this new development. Oh, that's great. And so, I mean, I have an interesting question. Do you think this is a real win, or was it like a hollow victory? As far as going into depth about like art forgery in Canada.
Oh, I think this is hugely significant, and it's being recognized as such in both the art and legal communities. It really is setting a new precedent and a new standard. And it also, prior to this, when I came to this story, it was not a news story. It had been in the news for years, but it had always been in the news in this very kind of painfully even-handed way, where the journalists were being super careful, as news journalists must be, not to ruffle any feathers or seem biased in any way. And it is a very complex story, and it took a lot of digging, a lot of which was done by Kevin and his lawyer, Jonathan Summer, of which I was the beneficiary, and then I did a certain amount more of my own. Yeah. But it's in a 2-hour film, you can get into a crazy story in the way you can't in a news story. And I'm just saying, what we were able to do with the film, I'm proud to say, is show the real story here in a way that hadn't been shown before. And this has completely swayed, as good folks in the media like yourself picked up on, the perception of the story. And this happened to happen while this appeal was being considered. And I'm proud to, feel that I was able to be part of righting this wrong in a real world sense. And the way this story is being talked about, it's totally changed from before the film came out. It's not like, are there fakes? Maybe they're fakes. It's a suggestion that they're fakes. It's like, there are fakes. That's the starting point. Even the trial judge acknowledged, and that was part of Kevin's, tacit victory, even when it was technically a loss. The trial judge even acknowledged that there was he was persuaded there was a fraud ring in Thunder Bay that had been churning out fake Morissos. He said he lacked the evidence to link Kevin's painting specifically to that ring. It was almost a technicality, frankly, but there it was. Well, that has all been reversed now. It's a huge victory.
It's such an incredible documentary, and it really, the 2 hours you're on the edge of your seat. Like it's really the way you shot the entire thing is really phenomenal. And I got to. I mean,
it's a once in a lifetime story that fell into my lap, and I'm proud not to have screwed it up. But thank you.
You definitely did not do that. I know you got to go, but I got 2 more questions for you.
Sure.
I mean, so what's the next step after all this? Like, how do we get more people to see this film, and what's going on?
Well, I mean, the film is going to be on TVO, as you said, and I believe it's being rebroadcast. So premieres February 1st, rebroadcast on the 3rd and the 5th, all at 9 p.m. And then it's going to be on the TVO website after that as well. It'll be streaming on the TVO website. So I really encourage people to check it out, by one medium or another.
Amazing. And I mean, and what's next for you as a filmmaker? Like, what do you have anything coming up that you can talk about, or?
I have 3 projects in development. There is a possibility there may be some more stuff brewing on this story. Perhaps the part 2 is in the wind. I'm not sure. But aside from that, I have a story involving the restitution of Nazi looted art. That is actually has a strong Montreal angle, in fact. So we'll be talking again, I hope, as that develops.
Yes, for sure.
I have another story in the whistleblower world that I can't really say too much about, but it's very interesting. And another kind of offbeat, almost tragic comedy involving the real estate crisis. So,
Oh, that'd be incredible. I mean, my family is part of the top 3 in Quebec real estate agents. So if ever you need someone to speak to.
All right. I will keep that in mind. We may be speaking on for more reasons than one.
Exactly. Jamie, again, congratulations to you and to Kevin and to the film. The film is fantastic. There are no fakes. You can catch it on TV Ontario February 1st at 9 p.m. and then once again on the 3rd and the 5th. And like Jamie said, you can check it out online as well after that. Thank you so much for taking the time once again to speak to me. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Johnny. Likewise.
And we'll be speaking soon.
Okay, great. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
So you see how like he's such a cool guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was very interesting actually.
Jamie's a great guy. He's he lives in Toronto. He's working, like I said, like a bunch of other films. I love the guy. He's super down to earth, and thank you for being on Snobcast.
By the way, you're a great journalist, huh? You ask
Yeah,
great
what
questions.
a pro.
Actually, Steve helped me with some of the questions because I was a bit stuck. Because I had interviewed Jamie like last summer,
Oh, excuse me.
and
They're
because
on first name basis now.
yeah, no, but when the movie, when they asked me to host the event, I had to watch the movie, and I watched it like 2 or 3 times. So I feel like I know the guy now.
Oh, wow, that's so funny.
Anyways, shout out to Jamie Kastner.
Yeah, shout out to Jamie Kastner.
And please
Shout
be sure to check out that documentary, which is airing on TV Ontario, February, I believe February 1st. That's the original air date.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then you can check it out online as well. There are no fakes.
Very cool. Very, very cool. So I guess this is going to bring us to our other part of the podcast.
Which is what? What's
is
the other
what?
part of the podcast?
I don't know, isn't it? Don't we have a special? We usually have like some sort of
Like a regular segment?
a special segment. Yeah, I think. Should we bring it up? You ready to?
I think we could bring it
You
up.
ready to pony up and put your money where your music is?
Oh yeah.
All right. So here we go. Here's Steve. You're gonna do your thing.
The Hype Man's Ethnic Song of the Week.
Don't you love that little jingle?
I absolutely do.
By Dom Carbone.
Housefly hum.
Housefly hum.
Shout out.
Shout out.
So this week we're taking a little trip down south.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Colombia.
Oh, Cartagena.
Oh, my God.
no.
Oh my god.
Oh no, that's not how you say that.
Oh, sorry.
my God.
So the artist is none other than Joe Arroyo himself.
Oh, what a
wow.
legend.
Wow.
Now, what was hard about when I chose this song was because it's
powerful.
It's 100% from start to finish. So I didn't know what point to be like. Okay, I'll start my bit from here because it's just all good. What his real name is,
It's Joey
or
Aurora.
how he got there.
What does he do? Export import.
Kind of like Jared Colvina, I guess.
Oh, here we
Oh.
are.
We're starting. I didn't get to cue it up, but I'm loving it anyway.
Oh, Steve. I love this. Let's start it over. Look at that. That was amazing.
Couldn't get enough there, Tom.
Couldn't get enough. Why? Just the way it starts is nice. And then
Yeah.
it's like that the entire way. Is this a party song or what?
Well, you know what? I'm getting to that.
Oh my god.
Now, the song is called Por ti no moriré. And what that means is, for you, I won't die.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a declaration.
Honestly, it's a very Bocelli title. And you
Oh,
know
no,
what I
it's-
mean?
It's too, I find it's
It's too intense.
yeah.
Wow, it's very nice. It's a.
So
Yeah.
what's the story
It
about?
feels like the title and the mood of the song don't match.
Oh, that's a lot of Spanish music.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot
It's
of
like
Spanish
I'm very
music.
sad, so let's dance. Dun, 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 dun. It's a
Like,
song.
yeah, though. That's 100% any song in Spanish.
Oh my god! So what's this one here? Do we have like a particular like?
So basically,
Joe.
poor old Joe, you know, he's just he's out, you know, he's out of the neighborhood. He's hanging out at Tacaranda, you know, as one does.
As one does in
And-
Colombia.
And there's this woman, obviously, and he loves her, she loves him, but not as much as he loves her. And you know, she doesn't treat him right. And he's like, you know what? Nah. I'm done with this shit. Do what you want, but
shit.
I'm finished, me.
Wow,
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I know, but you know what? Shout out to Joe for standing up for himself.
Good for Joe.
Good.
Is
picture.
he what year do you think that song is from?
Oh, what's
Was it 60s or 70s?
I don't know the year of this.
I feel
song.
like it's a
could-
pretty. It sounds
it's-
too universal, you know.
Maybe like I feel like it could even be the 90s. You know,
It could have been released yesterday.
but
you
the-
wouldn't
yeah,
know.
but the album art is older.
Well, that's like a compilation album art there.
Yeah,
you know
all right,
how
so
That kind of Latin music hasn't changed in like 400 years.
which is great.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
'cause,
amazing.
I mean, so again, Steve, the artist and the title, please.
Oh no! Wait. What's
no.
what's the name? Ja?
Jory Aurora.
Jory.
no, Joey Aurora. The singer is Joe Arroyo. The song is Por ti no moriré. You heard it here first, unless you didn't.
Oh my god! Imagine we have some Colombians that listen. If we do, yes.
And
that's
I don't know
amazing.
when the song came out, but he was like, he lived from 55 to 2011. So,
So
between there.
it's like the
Yeah, the
80s.
regular-
Could have been the 80s, could have been the, it could be
Who
could have been
knows?
a lot of things.
Who knows?
Again, Spanish music, so question mark.
You know the thing that you mentioned, how like the Spanish, music hasn't changed. You know what has changed? The Grammy Awards.
Oh my god!
The Grammys were on Sunday, and let me tell you, I was switching on and off because, first of all, most of it was a bore fest. Second of all, not a fan of Alicia Keys as host.
No.
Just because you remember when LL Cool J used to host the Grammys?
Yeah, my man.
And he used to lick his lips. And every time he would talk, but there was like a drinking game going on. Like,
Yeah.
oh, every time he licks his lips, take a shot. You could have literally done the same thing with Alicia Keys by her saying blessings. Blessings.
Yeah.
Blessings.
Why?
Blessings, brother.
Really?
Blessings.
was
Oh my! And
Blessings.
well, isn't that fun? We were just talking about Handmaid's Tale. They say that a lot.
But the thing is,
Praise be.
because of the events. Oh, jeez. Prepare the way for the coming of God.
We went to the, we went
anyways,
to.
we're not
no,
Christian.
we don't need to.
But
Did we go to catechism together?
I don't think we did.
I was at LDV.
I was also, but I guess we could cut across paths.
Oh my god! Oh, okay. Keep it in your pants, boys.
But the thing is, already there was like Sunday, like that's when Kobe Bryant passed away. So like there was there's like a cloud over the entire
Yeah.
event. But like they had to change the opening of the show for that,
Yeah.
which is fine. The opening was fine. It was Alicia Keys and Boyz II Men that came out, did the song.
They did a tribute for Kobe, no?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, Lizzo opened the show, which was pretty good.
Who was on Saturday Night Live, the same episode as Eddie Murphy.
That's true.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That's true. But the big winner of the night was Billie Eilish. She won like I think 5 out of the 6 awards that she was
Is that how you
nominated
say
for.
it?
Billie
Eilish, yeah.
Eilish?
Why would you have said it?
No, I don't know. That's
No,
what
her
I'm
last
saying.
name's O'Connell.
O'Connell,
but
yeah.
it's Billie Eilish O'Connell.
Yeah.
O'Connell. Or
Okay, but
something.
is that actually part of her name, or is she just kind of shot?
No, it's like
Okay,
her
so it's-
middle name or
It's her
something.
middle name. Yeah. She what?
If she
What is
play like Joey Aurora.
Joy
Joey Aurora.
Joy Aurora.
But Billie Eilish, fucking 18 years old, she's like has like 6 Grammys.
Why are you laughing?
It's nuts.
Joey Aurora. Is that what you? That's gonna be the episode name.
so shady.
So there's that. I mean, that was cool. I'm happy for her. The thing is, then there was like a weird Tyler the Creator thing that happened.
Oh,
but
let's
he
hear-
is a
what-
bit weird.
Well, he is, but that's what's great. Why?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. It was a bit too much. Not
No, what
really.
did he do?
He performed. Well, he won Best Rap Album.
Okay.
But he performed Earthquake,
Okay.
which is off the new album Igor,
Mm-hmm.
which won.
Where's the problem?
It was I don't know. I just didn't enjoy the
You didn't
performance.
enjoy the performance.
Yeah.
Anderson .Paak won a Grammy.
Not yesterday.
No, but yeah, I saw an Instagram post. I saw
it could be like that. Like there's something they don't show.
there's something they
on
don't
air.
show. Yeah.
Okay, two things.
Because the show is 3.5 hours, but yesterday ran 3 hours and 45 minutes. So fucking long.
Okay, first of all, I feel like if you're gonna broadcast an award show, show all the awards. They don't
Yeah.
fucking show any.
Exactly.
Well,
And
Jesus.
second
It's
of
because the
all,
Grammys is a show. It's not a
but that's the thing. Grammys is a show. It's bought out. The fucking awards don't mean shit.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he won 2. Anderson .Paak.
Well,
Yeah, he won for best R&B album for Ventura, and he best R&B performance for Come Home.
shout out.
Shout out to Anderson
Shout out.
.Paak. What a jewel.
There's a few tributes. They did a tribute to Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kobe Bryant in the same
Yeah.
fitting memorial, I guess.
Yeah.
And There was even a tribute to Prince from Usher and Sheila E.
Rightly deserved.
Which was good.
Sheila E.
Yeah, which was good. But for me, Usher,
don't-
Usher was trying to challenge Prince's voice, which not many people can do because Prince had like a huge range.
Also not cool.
No,
Yeah.
no, but it's okay because he sounded good on like Kiss, for example.
Yeah, okay.
But when he did like When Doves Cry, I was like, you're trying to go like you were trying to do like he was trying to do that part, but it wasn't coming out.
Who would you choose?
I don't know, Prince Hologram.
Prince
No, I don't know. But I was talking to Alessia, your girlfriend, about this. I was like, just make it your own.
Shout out to my girlfriend.
Just make it your own. Like, don't like
Yeah.
I enjoyed it because now Prince is there's gonna do a huge like music celebration of his life of his music. In March or April. It's
Are you going to that?
Where?
No, it's organized by the Grammys. It'll be televised in like March or
okay,
April.
That's okay.
Yeah. So there was that. Demi Lovato performed for the first time in like 2 years. She performed a new song called Anyone. She actually had to restart the song because she got choked up right before she started to sing. And you literally saw like the tears running down her face as she was singing the song because she like almost died. She OD'd.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, remember then?
Yeah. And
Really?
that was very emotional.
I didn't know that she was into drugs.
Huge.
Yeah,
Huge.
really?
Yeah, very
shit.
sad. Yeah.
Oh, sad. Very sad.
But there was a lot of ballads like the other night, and it was just like Aerosmith reunited with Run DMC for Walk This Way,
Okay,
Nice.
which was okay.
Can I tell you something? Can we say it here so this everybody can agree with us that the Run DMC version of Walk This Way is worse than the original of Walk This Way? Like, I don't like the Run DMC version at all.
I don't mind it.
Really? You
Steve?
don't like the original Walk This Way?
I like Walk from Pantera.
But you like Aerosmith?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also like Run DMC.
All right, so there you go.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, it was an interesting. I don't know. I was on and off. Like I said, Billie Eilish won a lot.
You mentioned Boys to Men.
They opened with Alicia
There's
Keys.
one song I like from them.
Oh Jesus! What
I
is
don't
it?
remember what it is, but
Thanks,
it's
Steve.
good.
Thanks a lot.
When
for
I
that.
find it, I'll let you know.
End of the road.
All
No,
the
it's-
way go
No.
to the end.
Would I like that?
No, definitely
Steve,
not.
would you like that?
It's
You
the
didn't
one-
If it's like
Step
Motown
Brothers.
Philly.
No, it's the one where it's like. Da-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na.
Oh, it's the one with James Brown, Steve.
Ah, fuck you.
Listen, if anybody knows the name of that song,
Yeah.
send it to snobcastpod@gmail.com. And you can also send it to @palstev on Instagram.
Yeah. If you
But
do
that was
actually, you know what? We can give them 2 free tickets to some show.
some show
Some
of
show.
Steve's choosing.
Yeah, one of
Yeah.
Steve. Steve is gonna choose which show you go to.
Yeah.
Which you might end up going to Ramstein or something.
yeah.
Oh, they're coming.
They are.
Oh,
But
guess,
Park
guess
Jean
where
Drapeau.
you're going, guest.
You're going to Ramstein. You know what? They announced the show.
I'm not paying for it.
No, we'll ask Alejandro
Yeah.
Battaglia.
Oh, always has my fucking back,
Yeah.
man.
They announced the stadium tour, Ramstein, right? But then
Yeah.
like Montreal doesn't have a stadium, right? So they're playing the Park Jean Drapeau.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, how much are tickets? $120 for a GA ticket. Like,
Wow.
Well, yeah, but it's Rammstein.
but also apparently it's supposed to be the most technical show.
Oh, they do
yet.
crazy
Yeah,
shit,
I've seen
yeah.
videos. I wouldn't go see them because they scare me a little bit. but theatrically,
That sounded like a sound bit.
theatrically,
Well chopped.
it looks like the show looks incredible.
Yeah.
Like, but anyways, that was my recap of the Grammys.
He actually made me think. He reminded me of your fucking Celine Dion shirt.
Steve purchased a very cool metal Celine Dion shirt that says "My Heart Will Go On." You can check it out on @Palstev on Instagram.
yeah. He's
Leave a comment.
He wears the hell out of it.
Yeah, like I do.
So yeah, did any of you watch the Grammys? By the way,
No.
No, I didn't watch the Grammys.
No.
Actually, I watched the new Unabomber show on Netflix.
That's a way to
that's the way to segue.
segue into that one.
Well, that's what I
What's-
said.
is it the Waco one?
It's the one with Sam Worthington.
Waco?
Oh, is it Waco?
Yeah, but
But
no.
Sam
No, the-
Worthington and Paul Bettany are in it.
The Unabomber. It's not
Unabomber.
Waco.
No,
Waco?
I thought it was Waco.
no.
That's the Michael Shannon and
that's
Emil
the-
Hirsch actually is in that.
Yeah.
That's
But it's not. Wait,
He is.
no. I just we're talking about different.
it's
points
not.
of
It's
the-
not a documentary though. It's
It's a
like
show.
It's a show, but
Oh.
it's like a recreation of like what happened
If you guys had to pick one TV show to recommend to our listeners, what would it be?
right now.
Like, or like like Netflix or
a series right
yeah.
now, guys. Watch The Witcher.
Oh,
Watch The
yeah.
Witcher.
Steve?
It's so great.
Just to say something different, I'll say Handmaid's Tale.
And I'll go with the Killer's Mind, Aaron Hernandez documentary series.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I started it with you. It was really
Yeah,
cool.
I watched it all.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
Sick.
3 episodes, 3 hours.
It's like
mind blowing.
It's about the same time as the other one. What's the Luca Magnotta one?
Don't fuck with cats.
Don't fuck with cats.
That was messed
That was
up.
really
That was
good.
Yeah.
they finally rented out his apartment.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's about time.
Talk about putting a downer on this episode.
Yeah. Well, you know
Yeah.
what? You know what they say. Buy now, sell later.
Oh, you know what?
They
I'll
don't
try
say
to
that.
bring this episode up.
What?
I'm gonna see if I could find that song.
Oh God.
Anyways, I think, listen, that was my Grammys recap.
The Grammys suck. I think
It wasn't horrible, just it wasn't, it's not, I had less interest this year than I have every other year, and I'm a big awards guy.
Yeah.
So for this year, I was like, yeah, whatever. I think it's because they don't show the rock and roll anymore. It's just mostly,
I hate that.
pop, hip hop.
Yeah, it's pop, but hip hop is the new pop.
Yeah, but rock and roll still exists. So
Yeah, but not on the
but
radio.
they won't.
Yeah,
It
they
doesn't
won't
get
show it.
airtime.
Yeah,
It doesn't get airtime because you can't market it.
but they won't show it. That's the
No,
thing.
it'll eventually come back.
Steve, are you good, or could we, just make a list and let's go home?
Well, I mean, don't ask me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow at Chef Thomas. You can follow at Chef Thomas DiDonato on Instagram. You can follow Steve at Palstev. You could send us an email, send us, a bunch of inquiries and things that you'd like for us to talk about.
Send us money.
Send us sponsors, send us money at snobcastpod@gmail.com. That's snobcastpod at gmail.com. And you can follow at Snob Media on Instagram and Facebook for all your shenanigans.
Snobcast is a Snob Media subsidiary.
And with that, good night, everyone.
Good night.